What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Let's get right into it. Here to give you my reaction, quick thoughts on the upset. Michigan defeats Ohio State. Let's talk about it, man. You know, this was insane. This game was highly anticipated by me personally. I wanted to see who would win. Blake Corum coming to the week, out for the not out for the game, but he was hurt, getting a knee to the helmet last game. Being a former player, I knew for a fact he wouldn't play, or at least wouldn't play good this game. Came in the first drive, I think first drive only. A couple yards, 2-3 yards, and that was it. He was too banged up, knee wasn't ready. I give him his credit. He definitely tried. And I thought once I seen that, I'm like, there's no way in the world Michigan can win this game unless McCarthy shows up, shows out. First couple drives, didn't do too much. I'm like, I don't really know about him. All year was McCarthy was a quarterback because he has more arm talent than all the other guys. He had a potential to do great, to be great, things like that. And then when the first play happened, 6, 7 yard touchdown, I'm like, okay, cool, bad coverage. It is what it is. Man on man, they'll fix their mistake. Jim Knowles, who the new coordinator for Ohio State now, getting paid $2 million. They fired a guy last year just to get Jim Knowles from Oklahoma State University. I'm like, bet he's gonna fix that. He's gonna solve the issue. Come back next one, 50-yard touchdown, same guy. I'm like, what in the world is going? Get out of man coverage. Michigan can't run the ball. Get out of man coverage. What is the problem? It's clear as day to see the issue. It's clear as day. And first half wraps up 2017. I forgot who's winning. I don't remember. I think Ohio State 2017 going to halftime. I'm like, okay, I'm watching the broadcast on mute, but I'm guessing Reggie Bush and those boys, Matt Leinart, Mike Hill, and those guys were saying, get out of man coverage. Charles Woodson especially. Well, Charles was probably saying stay in man coverage, but everyone else was probably saying get out of man coverage, go to a zone, just do something but man. There's no point in running man. You're up by 3. They can't run the ball. What's the problem? Stop doing zero blitz. Should be no problem. Jim knows you're getting paid so much money. You were brought here for this one game. Make the adjustments. Keep it simple. Should be no issue. Come out second half, and he remains the same. He remains the same game plan. Man on man, zero blitz, and the same issues occur for the Ohio State defense. This loss, clear as day, no question about it, falls on the defensive coordinator, Jim Knowles. No Ryan Day, no Stroud, no offense. I don't want to hear nothing else come from this game except for Jim. Well, I take it back. I apologize. Throw Ryan Day in there as well. Throw Ryan Day, throw the boosters, throw the president, whose ever call it was to get rid of their coach last year and bring in Jim Knowles, which I would say wasn't a bad move. As I said earlier, Jim Knowles had 2 great years at Oklahoma State University. You would think there'll be no problem here to stop Michigan. He was shutting down and doing well against those high-powered offenses. You would think it'll be a great showing by him. With all the talent on Ohio State. They're not overall great how they used to be last couple of years. They don't have a great pass rusher. They do have Zach Harrison. He's cool. But they don't have a great pass rusher. They don't have a great lineman. They don't have a great DB. But overall, the team is pretty good. Well, they have a nice linebacker. Two Thumbs dude. Forgot his name. No disrespect. Forgot his name. But they do have him. He's pretty good, pretty solid. One of the better ones in the college football right now. But outside of that, though, they don't have any great talent individually, but have great overall talent. And those guys were put in position to fail. Clear as day, plain and simple. This goes on Ryan Day and Jim Knowles, but I will lean towards 90%, 95% on Jim Knowles. He played well all year. He coached well all year. To this game, I understand, oh yeah, you made a mistake. First half, cool, you underestimated them. Fine, no problem. But the second half, You continue with the same game plan. You let Michigan put up 40 points. 40 points from Michigan, who in the first half had no running game. In the second half, they broke off 2 long runs. And you still playing man in those situations as well. It makes no sense. Jim Knowles got to go. Bring in new, bring in someone new. Try again. Try again, man, because that's ridiculous. Jim Knowles need this slander, and with the pay, with the position, comes spoils and comes all the pros and cons. I said it all wrong, but just don't worry about that. It comes pros and cons. You get the money, you get the fame, you get the praise, you get all that. But when you do this horrible of a job, you gotta get the backlash. And Ryan Day, like I said, him and the boosters, but he's the head coach. He takes that blame. But whoever made the judgment call to let go of the guy last year, who was okay, he was fine. Make some adjustments next year. Michigan was very, very good last year. You know what I'm saying? Like to make that move, which I don't disagree with. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, Knowles had a great season the last couple of years. But to make that move just off of one game, and then for the guy you made the move with, you pay him so much more money, and and he performed so badly and refused to change his defense for some weird reason, you got to take the L. Ohio State, Ryan Day, but especially Jim Knowles' credibility as the new coordinator for Ohio State. I expect him to be gone. If you let the other guy leave off a close game last year, you can't tell me this guy can stay stay after this game here or stay next season. No way in the world. No way in the world. But we'll see what happens though. One of the standout plays to me, honestly, was number 0, Michigan cornerback, converted to receiver last year, converted to a DB. He knocked the ball away from the tight end, number 8 in the end zone. Good pass by Stroud. He came in, knocked the ball away. That was a game to me. When he made them, instead of going, it was 20-31. And instead of being a 27-31 game, the pressure would have been on. He came in, knocked the ball out of his hands, made Ohio State settle for a field goal. That was the play of the game for me, honestly. Number 0, I forgot his name, Streisel, something like that. But he knocked the ball out of the tight end's hand, which was short touchdown. Pressure was on if they would have made that. And he came in with, to me, the play of the game. Shut it down, knocked it down. Third and 4. Ohio State set up for a field goal, and to me, honestly, that gave Michigan enough breathing room, enough chest space to be like, okay, we still got some heart to pump, we still got a life. Because if they would have made that touchdown 27-31, it would have been a problem. It would have been smoke. I think Ohio State would have came back and won. They would have manned up, went crazy, and then the last quarter and done their job like they're supposed to. But that might have been the game for me, honestly. That gave Michigan some life in their heart, some blood pumping in their heart. So I'm curious to see how everything's ranked. Ohio State looked very bad. Michigan looked fantastic. But like I said, that's a really bad gameplay by the defensive coordinator for Ohio State. So we'll see what happens from this point on where the rankings go. Can Alabama get back in there? TCU and LSU? I don't know. Man. I'm very interested to see. USC might sneak in there. I'm excited to see, man. But I'm sure Ohio State will probably stay. They'll probably move to 4 or move to 3, take Michigan spot. Probably 4, but we'll see. We'll see, though. But that's it for the video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.